going to lead us away.
Yeah, hey Yofi. How's Ollie? Is he all good to start against Macarthur?
He's all good. He's good to go. He's ticked all the boxes, so he's available for selection for the game.
And the two All Whites. Obviously there was kind of a COVID outbreak, whatever you want to call it, over there as well. Are those two all good? They've returned and available for selection too.
Yeah, they're good. They rocked up. They left, I think, Wednesday night. I got in Wednesday night. Late Wednesday night. So we tried to keep them awake the next day as much as we could. But they trained yesterday fully, so they're all good to go.
And is there anyone else who's or anyone who is unavailable? How's Scott?
Scott is not ready at the moment. Hopefully we can get him ready for the game on Wednesday.
Yeah, is that frustrating? One of your kind of new signings that you haven't been able to get him on the pitch.
It is, but at the same time, we just got to make sure he's 100% right before we throw him in there. We make sure he's 100% ready to go, rather than try to force him to play a game and then where he's out for another 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, was that something that he just had that injury? It was kind of existing when you signed him. Is it something that's kind of come up as he's kind of landed here?
I think it was pre-existing as he came over. So that's why he hadn't played the last couple of games back in England before he came over. And it's just one that we try to see how we go at training. So he's felt it a few times when he came in early doors. So we're just trying to make sure we manage him well and fix him up and get him ready.
Yeah, and before I just pass over to the other guys, how's the team responded from the cup defeat?
Yeah, the boys are okay. The boys are pretty good. Training's been good this week. So the cup's done. Now we focus on the season.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Ufi. Harry Barswell here from the Football Sack. Obviously, the new schedule's kind of been announced and you've got a very busy February. How's the team kind of feeling about that?
Yeah, I think excited. There's a lot of games in a short period of time. We need to manage the boys well and get through these games as best as we can. But look, at the end of the day, if I was a player, all you want to do is play games. So what a great opportunity.
Yeah, and you've come up against Macarthur, obviously, week one. It was a draw, but what do you kind of make of them after seeing how they've gone during the season?
Yeah, look, I think they had their first game back after their lengthy period because of COVID. I think they did well against Western United to come back into the game from where they were. Look, for me, they've got abundance of experience, a very good team. So, look, every game's a challenge for us, but I think it's a great opportunity for us to get 3 points.
Cool, thanks, Ufi.
Thank you.
Yeah, Ufi, I was just going to ask you about playing the game at Campbelltown. I know it was sort of a game that was originally you were hoping you'd play over in New Zealand, but does that change anything in terms of giving them the home advantage for your home match?
Look, we haven't played a home game back in New Zealand for such a long time, so I think the boys should be used to it. Playing in Campbelltown, playing at their stadium, I don't think it changed anything. Obviously, they're playing in front of their home fans. Look, the only thing that for us is that during the season, when you have a bad result away from home, you always look forward to going back home and playing in front of your own fans that lift you and get you through the game. And that's something that we haven't had in the past, a season and a half. But look, it is what it is, and it's 11v11. We go out there and play.
I guess Ante hasn't been able to get much out of Tommy Urich in terms of the week in, week out stuff that he wants, but he's still got a lot of attacking talent at his disposal, especially adding Apugiano into the mix there as well. Is that going to be a big challenge for your defence to sort of keep? I mean, they've got guys like Tommy Orr and Uli, obviously, and those sort of guys in there.
Yeah, like I said, they've got a very experienced team. They've got some quality players. They've got some good players. But again, look, for me, the focus is on us, what we do when we have the ball and what we need to do defensively to nullify their attack. So, he hasn't got the best out of Tommy for whatever reason. I don't know, because I'm not there working daily with them. But look, he signed another player in Gianni as well. So he's a good quality player. And look, at the end of the day, we need to rely on our structure and our beliefs and the way we want to do things.
Perfect. Thanks, Ufi.
Thank you.
Ufi, with the border announcement the other day, is there any scenario where players or staff might be granted a week to kind of go back home, knowing soon they won't actually be in a hotel doing isolation? They could spend that week at home with their family?
Yeah, pretty difficult to send players home during the season, Philip, to be honest. to be honest, by the time that that happens, it's going to be difficult to grant players time to go back when we'll have a very heavy schedule of games as well. So I think the players understand it. Well, I think they're mostly more so happy that they know that we're going to be able to get back into the country at the end of the season. However that looks like, whether that's quarantine free or not. But look, at this stage, I think it'd be very difficult to grant players time to go back. Or if we send all our Kiwi players back, we won't have a team for it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But no one's kind of expressed like a desire that they need to go.
I think the players were more not concerned, but more wary of, you know, when it will open, when the season finishes, wherever we finish, whether it's in April or, you know, we make the final series, or whether it's May, if they could actually get home.
Yeah. What about families coming over from New Zealand to Australia? Does that make things easier for, you know, for players or staff families to make decisions to come over to Australia for a little bit now they can kind of get home?
Yeah, I think we're a little bit fortunate that we've got a very young squad, Philip. So it's we don't have a lot of partners in the sense of wives and kids, which makes life a lot easier. I think it's one of those ones. It's a little bit challenging for the ones that have families with the staff. You know, they're settled over there, and it's a new year, and schools reopening and stuff like that. So it's not easy to just go back and forth. But it's nice to know that the opportunity is there.
Yeah, and yeah, with Alex Paulson, have you had to have any kind of conversations with him, or had any conversations with him this week about, you know, if Ollie comes back in, kind of what he needs to do over the next few weeks to kind of put the pressure on, and you know, he's obviously performed so well, you know, while Ollie's been out.
Yeah, look, Goffey will have a good conversation with him. I think he's been speaking with him all week about leading into it. And look, it's good where I think we're very fortunate that we've got quality goalkeepers, and we've always had quality goalkeepers at this club. So, you know, AP will continue that pressure if Ollie does come back in. So it's good for players for competing for that spot. And it's a difficult position, you know, it's a unique position. It's you know, you've got three keepers fighting for one spot, where the players have an opportunity. If they don't play in their position, they might get game time in another position. So I think we're blessed in that sense with that role that we have, with the players that we have. And look, AP understands. I think he'll understand. He's come in, he's done a fantastic job. And look, Ollie's our number one keeper. We signed Ollie as our number one keeper, and if he's available to play, most likely we'll play.
Yeah, and does any money come the club's way after Libby signed in Italy during the week?
Sorry, say that again.
Does any money come the club's way after Libby signed?
You'll have to ask Gilly those questions, mate. I don't deal with the finances of the transfer fees and all that type of stuff, mate. My job is not to deal with the transfer fees. You can ask Gilly that question.
Is he sitting next to the laptop? He can probably tell me.
He's not there. He just walked out. I think you heard the question and he walked out.
Yeah, fair enough.
If it was a loan, Phil, there's no money. If it was a loan, but if it
It's a
becomes
loan. He's gone on a loan anyway. So yeah, I think if another club signs in, there might be something there. I'm not sure.
there was money. Yeah,
I
there
don't
was money for
deal
Joe
with that, Phil, unfortunately. So
No, I thought you could have been lining up.
we've got a
another-
question for you from Philip, mate.
Philip, what do you need to know, buddy?
Yeah, how much money I was asking how much money you were going to get from Libby's move to Italy, but
Right.
No, yeah, it's a loan, so no money there. We still retain an interest in him for any sell-ons.
oh yeah, it's the end of the season when they make it permanent.
Hopefully they sell him at the end of the season, yeah, for
Yeah.
10 million.
For 10 million euros.
Sweet. Oh, good.
Thanks, guys. I think we're done there.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Eddie.
Cheers, Phil. Cheers, Harry and Ed.